of me hopes that there is a parallel universe where Robin Williams and Patrick Stewart star in What About Bob? Oi, Steve, yeah, take these away, please. But take it easy. Don't forget, those sunnies are a Louis Vuitton. You can't get the staff. Number 8. Bill Murray and Richard Dreyfuss got along infamously. It's really no secret that What About Bob's two main stars, Bill Murray and Richard Dreyfuss, really did not get along during the filming, and that there was a lot of tension on the set of this movie. No doubt making it an unpleasant experience for all involved, with both Murray and Dreyfuss revealing in later years that they really did not like each other. Now, Bill Murray has something of a reputation of not being the easiest guy to get along with. Let's not forget that this is the guy who supposedly, when Dan Aykroyd sent him a script for a potential Ghostbusters 3, shredded the script and then sent the shredded remains back to him. And picked up Seth Green by the ankles when he was a kid and dropped him in a bin. Stop it! I'm not laughing, you're laughing. Murray admitted that he drove Dreyfuss nuts and that he deliberately did this and felt that it actually helps and benefits the movie, as Bob and Dr. Marvin's relationship is meant to be prickly, with the character of Dr. Marvin constantly at his wit's end with Bob. Dreyfuss admitted that What About Bob is a funny movie and that Bill Murray is a very funny guy, but also added that the making of the movie was, quote, a terribly unpleasant experience on the account that he and Bill didn't get along. Director Frank Oz also chimed in on the situation, saying, quote, I was just trying to get the best out of both of them. Richard is a very structured person, and I'm not that structured, and Bill is very unstructured. So you have that opposite going on. Unquote. He also claimed that everyone had their own viewpoint with how to make the movie and script better, and that with everyone on set having their own ideas of what exactly What About Bob is, led to a lot of tension. Oz, like some kind of cheeky evil genius, also added that in a perverse way, he was happy with the tension between Murray and Dreyfuss, as the conflict works within the movie itself. However, this isn't the end of the turbulent working relationship between Bill Murray and Richard Dreyfuss. Nope, far from it. Number 7. Then Bill Murray threw a glass ashtray at Richard Dreyfuss's head. Okay, the tension and conflict on set seemed to really reach boiling point, where according to Dreyfuss, whenever Bill Murray would drink, he would become, quote, an Irish bully. And during the shoot, one night in particular, Murray was apparently really intoxicated, and Dreyfuss approached him with a tweak that was made to the script, and was proudly showing him, hey, look at this tweak we've made it funnier, where Murray then got in Dreyfuss's face with his nose pressing against Dreyfuss's nose, and basically screamed at Dreyfuss with all his might that everyone hates him, and that they just tolerate him. Murray then got out of Dreyfuss's face and picked up a glass ashtray, which, according to Dreyfuss, weighed 3/4 of a pound, and threw it at his face. Thankfully, it just missed Dreyfuss and didn't make contact. But damn, had that actually hit him, that could have actually seriously hurt Dreyfuss. And Dreyfuss wisely got his ass out of there and walked out of the situation. And as far as information goes, there is no more news on that particular incident. Like, what happened when Dreyfuss left? Did anyone try and calm Bill Murray down? I have so many questions. Like, did the higher-ups in the production, including the director or producers, know about this? Did someone call the cops, or a lawyer, or a crisis intervention team, or anything? Was Murray spoken to and told that he can't carry on with this conduct? After all, you would think there would be some kind of duty of care towards the cast and crew. I mean, come on, you just can't leave us on a cliffhanger like this. What happened from there? But if you can believe it, we're still not done talking about the out-of-control antics of Bill Murray. Number 6. Then Bill Murray threw a producer in a lake. One of What About Bob's producers, Laura Ziskin, claims that she had her own run-in with Bill Murray, where after some kind of altercation, he threw her into a lake? Yeah, apparently he threw her into a lake. And on another occasion, he threatened to throw her across a parking lot. She explains that although he didn't throw her across the parking lot, he did grab her sunglasses and break them and throw them across the parking lot. Needless to say, she wasn't happy, and having dealt with many actors, felt that this was not normal behaviour. According to Richard Dreyfuss's son, the tussle between Ziskin and Murray was all over Murray wanting an extra day off work and was basically told no, so I guess he had some kind of violent hissy fit. Look, I love Bill Murray. Or rather, I love his craft, okay? The man is a comedy genius and legend, and nothing can take that away. And I don't mean for this to be the Let's Bash Bill Murray hour, but that said, I can't be okay with violence. I mean, is this What About Bob? Or what about not beating the shit out of me? Or rather, what about not Bill Murraying me? Am I right? I think that when it gets to the stage that you're throwing people around and nearly maiming people with glass ashtrays, you're no longer just a prima donna actor having a tantrum or an actor with a bit of a bad temper, but rather really out of control and, well, dangerous. There's an irony that you have this movie about a mentally ill guy roaming around the place causing chaos, where in real life the guy who played that character was also out of control and creating so much chaos, and possibly also not being in a good mental state, or at least going through some kind of issue and was equally just as out of control. It's really life imitating art and vice versa. Bill Murray, an actor who I absolutely love watching on screen. And I do, I honestly really do. But maybe not someone I would want to meet in real life. Number 5. The director, Frank Oz, was worried that he was making a hot mess of a movie. Now, filming was to take place in New Hampshire, but due to delays in the production, when it was time to film What About Bob, the location showed signs of it being autumn, and the movie wasn't set in autumn. So the shoot for What About Bob mainly took place around Smith Mountain Lake in Virginia, with additional scenes being filmed in New York City. Supposedly, Bill Murray was frightened about filming in New York City, although I couldn't find any context as to why he was frightened of filming in New York. It seems director Frank Oz had his own worries and anxieties. During the shoot, it started to dawn on him, this worrying feeling of, what if the movie is no good? Saying, quote, I was really scared to death that we had a piece of shit, because it was so impossible to judge it. In other words, he had no idea how the movie would turn out and started to get a creeping feeling that it would be a failure, but he was relieved when it wasn't. Then again, the making of this movie sounds so chaotic and turbulent, you really can't blame the guy for thinking, just what on earth is this movie that they're making? Number 4. Bodyguards were hired on the set to keep the peace. Yep, it seems that some drastic action was needed in order to stop Bill Murray's conflicts and ashtray and producer throwing ways. Going back to Dreyfuss's son, Ben, he claimed that after a while, everyone involved in the film just got fed up with Murray's antics.
If you want to send some stuff to me so I can check out what you have sent, please send it to this exact address. However, you may only send some stuff that I am interested in. No airplane, okay? Because if you send something like this, I will make sure that I will tell you that I do not like this film at all. Unless if you would send me that Zucker Abraham Zucker 3 film collection set that I'm gonna get for top secret, well, you can probably tell that I'm not gonna get it for Airplane, I'm not gonna get it for Naked Gun, I'm only getting it just for top secret. However, I do think that you should send the set as a whole because, let's face it, it's a big deal. So make sure you send stuff like this, or this, or this, or this. And yes, even Airplane 2 the sequel. Oh, and get this, a special collector's edition of Twister, complete with a steelbook that features not only the secondary poster artwork, but the image of the pipe scene on the back.
Heck yeah, I'm getting this.
Well, actually, we do have the double feature set, which consists of Twister and Twister, so we're pretty dang close.
And also Airplane 2 the sequel, which had this cover. Just look at those nuts! I can't keep up with them all! And even the one in the original theatrical poster! Like, look at it! And just look at this poster for the worst film of all time! I mean, come on, do they really need to tie that plane up into another? I mean, that part never actually happened in the film! I mean, they clearly just used a toy model plane! Like, come on, really? And yes, this is what the plane actually looks like in the film. And here's another image of that same goddamn plane model, also from the film. God damn it, I hate this film. And its different titles, like this one known as Flying High, but I would refer to the film with this title. I just hated it so much.
So make sure you send in to this address, and I hope to God I will look at them. And in the words of the good old immortal named Connor MacLeod,
there can be only one.
If you can't